isn't the man who's not my husband. What are you doing here?
I wanted to come see you, check up on you.
And you brought Sam because...
I insisted, actually. I hope you don't mind us kind of barging in like this.
We were just about to head out to the pool, actually.
Taking advantage of the weather while it lasts, huh?
Yeah, I was in that hospital so long. It just feels so good to have the sun on my skin.
I'll bet.
I know what you feel like. And when I got out of the hospital, I didn't want to spend a moment inside.
This isn't really going to take long.
If you insist.
Okay, well, we were talking about that conversation that we were having right before you shot, and you said that you knew who Jake was. You insisted. He didn't want to know, but you refused to take no for an answer. And then
I was shot. That's what they told me.
Right, and then you woke up in the hospital, and then you said you didn't remember anything about Jake.
Well, I thought I remembered being married to him. Oh, well.
Well, we were kind of wondering if there was any progress on the memory front.
Do you remember anything? Anything at all?
Actually, Nikolas and I were just talking about that.
So you do remember something?
Well, it was just a flash, really. I didn't say Jake is really so-and-so, but I'm sure your name was mentioned.
Well, who were you talking to in this memory? Was it Nikolas?
Yes. Right here in this room, actually. I think that's why it came back to me.
Okay, wait a minute. After you were shot and the paramedics came, you told me that someone else knew who Jake really was. Were you talking about Nikolas?
That's ridiculous, Sam. Elizabeth asked me the same question, so I'll tell you exactly what I told her. I have no idea who Jake was before he came to Port Charles.
Okay, well, if she wasn't talking about you, who were you talking about?
Maybe Helena?
Who?
My grandmother. She put Jake through some rather extreme conditioning. If anyone knows anything about him, it would be her.
So you're telling me that Helena told Hayden?
You knew Helena back in Europe when we first met.
Wow, I don't remember any of that.
Look, if Helena is the other person that Hayden mentioned, then I'm sorry. We're at a roadblock here because you and I both know that she would never disclose any information about Jake.
Well, this is bizarre. Why didn't you tell me I knew your grandmother?
I know this is difficult for you, but you just got out of the hospital, so let's just not push it, okay?
Always looking out for me, aren't you?
Like, you came here on the pretext of checking on Hayden, but clearly you just came by to make more accusations against me. So I'm sorry you wasted a trip.
I wouldn't say that at all. There is something else I wanted to talk to you about.
You know what? Actually, we're going to short ourselves out. I appreciate it. Okay, let's take it.
Oh. This text is actually from Anna Devane. I didn't know if you know, but she is back in town, and she stopped by the house today to see Emma, and she told me a very interesting story about how last year you rigged the mayoral election to have Lomex in your pocket. Election tampering is a federal crime. So, you either go to prison, or you give ELQ back to Michael.
Why would I rig an election? For that matter, how would I do it? The ballot box was sealed when I returned it to the authorities, so do you have proof that I tampered with it? A second set of ballots, perhaps? Phone records? Anything?
Actually, we have something even better.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Your co-conspirator, Kyle Sloan.
Well, I don't see him anywhere.
I do.